Hi, everybody, and happy Friday. Putting this down for you, coming up on 1:30 before too long anyway, on this Friday afternoon. A day that's been a lot cloudier than what I was thinking. Radars have been indicating there could be some sprinkles out there, but generally, if you're watching us this afternoon or this evening, your plans are all good. And at some point, although it's becoming a guessing game, at some point later today into tonight, clouds will start to thin out. And I still think we have a really nice weekend. What I've got loaded here is my overwhelming headline, and I think it's a big one, that we not only have a rainy day expected next week, but we have a rainy pattern next week. Now, consider we have not had 3 consecutive days of measurable rainfall in Portland, at least not PDX, since the first week of June. So we're looking at a rainy pattern setting up Monday overnight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday morning of next week. Widespread rains that will go a long way to continually helping to put out our wildfire season, which typically our big fires slowly burn themselves out somewhere around the end of October. So on the left, this is next Wednesday. There's some question as to whether or not we get rain starting, Monday afternoon or Monday night or Tuesday morning, somewhere in there. But certainly the two wettest days next week overall look to be Wednesday and Thursday. And this is Wednesday. Cold upper level trough digging right down into us. Looks like it's going to be a decent system. And certainly we will. Here's the 576 wet dry line all the way into California. So these lows absolutely going to be, kind of pumping some moisture into our area. And going into Thursday morning, we could actually have snow levels down to 4,000 feet, which is government camp, which is pass level over the Cascades. And in the AM hours, maybe some sticking snow at pass level. So Mount Hood snow becoming something we'll be watching next week as well. And I mentioned the wettest streak of weather here in Portland since the first week of June. Now, is this good news? Yes. Keep in mind, September, we had less than 8/10 for the entire month. It was less than 50% of normal rainfall. So we don't get that much rain in August ever. We don't get that much rain in July ever. So it's been a while, and we could use our new water year to get going. Okay, so those are the big headlines we're going to be getting into. How about this? Next Thursday, 5 p.m., with rain, high temperatures. This is the European model, shows only low 50s from Kelso, Longview into Multnomah County down through Salem, well, maybe 55, and then 53 down in Lane County and farther south. It shows maybe only 40s out in the gorge. So again, this is a sign of not only wet, but really cool. It is fall type weather coming. Now, over the stretch of time, Monday night into Friday morning, it looks like we have a decent chance right now to pick up an inch of rain or more up and down the I-5 corridor. We're talking about widespread precipitation and also an inch or more over at the coast from Cowlitz County all the way down to Eugene and, Long Beach all the way down through maybe North Bend, Coos Bay. And we talked about the Mount Hood snow level for sticking snow potentially at 4,000 feet Thursday morning. This wouldn't be a big snowstorm on Mount Hood, but certainly something to talk about and something that would catch your attention. So a quick shout out to the Momentous Wealth podcast. Again, they're coming up on 6 months of sponsoring my YouTube channel. It makes my forecast work, all the things I do, my weather site possible to bring to you. You can find a wide variety of investment topics, current topics on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. This is a local firm putting out the Momentous Wealth podcast. Okay, a couple more things I want to get to, and then we'll get back to the rain pattern of next week. But I had at least one person say, "What's up with the wildfires in Central Oregon? Air quality over in Deschutes County was moderate to unhealthy earlier this morning for people that tend to really suffer from, air quality and smoke in the air and that type of thing." So on the left, here's Bend, and here's what's circled is basically the Bachelor Complex fire, a whole cluster of fires. And then over here on the right is that same area blown up. Here's Sun River. The little lava fire right here, less than 20 miles from Sun River. And the tendency has been for this fire, which has now burned over 14,500 acres, the tendency has been for the fire to be pushing slowly to the east towards Sun River. Now, the discussion this morning was that today's weather, cool, some cloud cover, would be favorable for further fire suppression. But I will tell you that this complex and the little lava fire, it's 63% contained. And all of the efforts right now are on trying to build further containment lines to stop this fire from moving east and getting into more populated area and of course the very popular resort areas. So the rain coming next week will absolutely help. And maybe the rain coming next week and some additional rain chances the following week will put us on a solid road toward all these fires burning out come the end of October. We still have about 16 or 17 named fires, large fires slash complexes burning across Oregon and Washington. All of them show decent containment, but clearly still some issues that are being dealt with. All right. Oh my goodness, did it come true? Unbelievable, the Northern Light show we've had this year, right? It happened again last night, Thursday night, and early this morning. And on the left, to illustrate how widespread these views were, my parents live in central Missouri, a big resort area called Lake of the Ozarks, clearly a southern latitude from us. And this is the view they had. Wow. And then Ted Parsons, this is courtesy of KGW TV, where Ted Parsons sent the image into. Ted lives in Cathlamet, or at least he was there last night taking pictures. And oh my goodness, look how vibrant that was. Again, this was the Northern Lights last night. Just crazy how spectacularly vibrant the Northern Lights have been. Okay, let's get you going with our wet weather pattern, shall we? Again, this weekend looks dry. You wake up Monday, it's dry. May or may not be some rain starting to approach the latter part of Monday. So the reason for our clouds today, it's coming up on 125 on this Friday, is this upper level low. This is the European model at 5 o'clock this afternoon. This low is moving south into California, but it is throwing cloudiness across all of Oregon and Washington. And again, maybe some areas have actually had some sprinkles. This is tomorrow morning, that low weakens, kind of over in southern Oregon, or actually more so, and into California and Nevada. And as it weakens, the cloud flow weakens, and we should open up a lot of sun, especially in the northern half of Oregon up into Washington tomorrow. And as we go into Sunday morning, see the ridging up into Canada. So there is warm air with sunshine that will return. And I still have a Sunday at 77 degrees, a day that if we don't get valley fog, will just be flat out sunny. Now, again, this is Sunday morning. And out here is our rain pattern. Notice the enclosed contour, 513 millibars. That is a cold, deep low setting up in the Gulf of Alaska. Let me go ahead and play this into Monday morning. Here it is Monday afternoon at 5 p.m. The ridging and the warmth off to our east, Montana, Wyoming. We're in the southwesterly flow, clouds increasing. Again, the time do we get rain late Monday? Does it hold off until Monday night? Does it hold off until at some point Tuesday? That timing is still uncertain. And then here it is Tuesday at 5 p.m. Certainly the big trough is closer. There could be a band of moisture give us some decent rain Tuesday. Again, that's a bit of a guessing game, and the weather models are ultimately kind of all over the place. But the models love Wednesday for rain, and they love Thursday for rain, as we talked about. This is Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. Again, 531 contour. Here's the 540 contour in blue, 540, 546. So watch my mouth. This is the 546 contour. Now, it goes way up into Canada. But this is the type of stuff, if this were midwinter and you get down into the 540, 546 contours, in midwinter, you'd have snow sticking at 2,000 feet. We're not going to get that cold this time around, but my point to illustrate is that this is cold, very active air. Just not as cold in October as it would be in January, obviously, right? Here we are Wednesday afternoon. See the first axis comes in. So that tells you this little deep, that there was also a little dip, surface trough, upper trough we're actually looking at here, pardon me. But that tells you that there's a front that's come through at the surface. And see, there's a second one back in here. That's why here's the second one that's kicking through Thursday morning. That's why the models love Wednesday and Thursday for periods of steady rain, occasional rain, both days potentially more wet than not. And with that chance of some sticking snow down to 4,000 feet Wednesday overnight going into Thursday morning behind that second front. Now, as we go into Friday, clearly, here's Friday morning at 5 a.m. Now the cold trough is all the way over Utah and Idaho and Wyoming and Montana. We may have some lingering showers in this northwesterly flow pattern. So it looks like, well, it could be a good weekend. And maybe it will be. This is Saturday, October 19th, Saturday the 19th, a week from this weekend. Strong upper level high. Oh, my goodness gracious. Just like that, hot weather returning to California. We're on the flattened part of this ridge. And the models, some of them are showing that there's another weak system that comes over the top of the ridge. It could give us some showers that weekend, but right now that's unclear. and uncertain. How much rain we talking about? Well, this is the American GFS model, and the graphic is courtesy of KGW TV. But this would be from Monday overnight through Thursday morning. And remember, there's more rain coming Thursday day, Thursday night, and Friday morning. But just from Monday overnight through Thursday morning, this shows we could get an inch in the valley. There's Eugene, 1.23, Portland over an inch, Kelso close. Shows over an inch in Astoria, Tillamook, and Lincoln City. Shows an inch plus getting up in the Cascades, Detroit, rhododendron. Shows measurable rainfall pockets out into John Day, Baker City, and LeGrand. So this will go a long ways towards helping fire crews really become increasingly aggressive to get these fires or have them burn out by Mother Nature, actually, through the end of October. So, and certainly in Central Oregon, this is great news for the fire situation that we talked about earlier in the show. All right. This is the European model. I'm jumping around a little bit. This is Thursday morning at 5 a.m. Thursday morning at 5 a.m. This shows 34 up around Government Camp. If it's 32, you got sticking snow, right? Shows we're in the 40s with clouds and some rain showers. Now, that may be too cool. We may have enough cloud cover that we don't get much below 50 Thursday morning, but this is really reading off of the parameters of the air mass itself, the indices of the air mass itself. Notice Friday at 5 p.m., only 50s, and only 37 up at Government Camp. So that is chilly weather with snow levels down around 4,000 feet. Let's see what it shows Friday morning. Shows 40s up and down I-5. But again, maybe we have enough clouds. It's tough to get below 50, but there's that near freezing temperature up at Government Camp once again. So, wow, pretty interesting stuff. Let's take you through some forecast numbers as I like to do. Let's start down in Medford. We're at 66 right now. Remember that low throwing us the clouds right now? Well, it's dropping into Southern Oregon and Nevada and Northern California. So there's a chance of some rain tomorrow morning in southwestern Oregon before it starts to clear out. And then you've got an 80-degree day on Sunday and 84 on Monday, and then rain on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, again, I mentioned this the other day. You'll see the word Columbus Day on Monday. This is a automated feed from the Weather Service, and I don't have the ability to edit out the names and change it to Indigenous Peoples Day, which has become, of course, the preferred celebration on Monday, as we all know. But there's the rain next week, even down in Southern Oregon. Wow. Okay. Here is Bend. Clouds this afternoon, 75. A nice weekend, 70s. A nice Monday, 77. There's the rain over in Central Oregon, Wednesday, Thursday. Temps only in the 50s. Wow. Seattle. Weekend's great, 70s. There's the rain next week, 50s on Wednesday and Thursday. Again, widespread rain. What about even out in the Dalles? Yeah, chance of showers next Wednesday, Thursday. Wow. Baker City, I bet you there's, yeah, showers Wednesday, Thursday. Again, the point here is really widespread rain coming in next week. Let's go down to Eugene. Nice weekend, 70s, and there's the rain picking up next week. And I know some of you like the North Bend forecast. About, well, 60s over the weekend, and really pretty nice. Kind of a mix of some cloudiness down there. Could be some low clouds Sunday morning, actually Sunday during the day. This shows areas of fog, and then sunny in North Bend. What does Astoria show? Yeah, Astoria shows just cloudy all day on Sunday. Maybe some light moisture with that, then the rain getting into the week. And again, I have a coast forecast page on my weather site, which is portlandweather.com. Complete forecast for the coast and live cameras and live conditions. Same for the gorge. Same for the Cascades and here in the valley. Well, we will need some breaks in the cloud cover to get up to 71 this afternoon, so I'm not sure we're going to get it. If we don't, we'll be in the 60s. Nice weekend. Absolutely enough sun to be up into the 70s. Clouding up on Monday, and then there's the rain, with the wettest days being Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday morning. Wow. All right. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. That helps me out. You will get notified when I post a new video. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon.